around 10 to 12,000. So I'm going to turn my speed down and run this panel through, always doing the end grain first, and then the long grain, end grain, and then long grain. Shit, where's my... Right up to the fence, I have my, make sure it doesn't hit that zero clearance insert. Right up on the fence. Right there's the first pass on that panel cut. I can simply loosen up my fence, take the straight edge onto the bearing, line that up, lock it into place, and make my final pass. Make sure your table's clean. Good side always goes down. And you have the corner of that raised panel for that door. You can see with those bit sets, using the easy set and our sets being matched, everything's going to come out perfectly flat. So you can random orbital sand that when you put your door together. Alright, we have the cope cutter now set up for our glass panel set. Always, whenever you're doing a door, you always start with the cope cutting set. Again, I'm still using 13/16 material. So I have my easy set right up to 13/16. Come right over here to the glass panel cope profile and set the height of that bit again. Again, just set it on your table and raise that bit up just to where, right there, just to where the top of that cutter hits the flat of the easy set. Right there my height will be set. I can swing my fence over and make my cope cuts for my glass panel door. Again, swing the fence out, remove that insert, drop in the smaller insert, drop it right into the pivot, straight edge onto the bearing, and lock it. Again, remember to always run this stock with the good side down. Right there's the cope cut for my glass panel door. We now have to do the matching pattern cut to join that corner together. So once again, swing the fence out, remove the ring, come in here, pop that cutter out, and drop in the pattern cut. Again, these bit sets are matched for height, so you can drop it right onto that grommet, insert the ring, and swing the fence over and line the fence and bearing up. Get right on that top bearing and lock it into place. Now this cutter is taking out a lot of material, so I like to make this cut in 2 or more passes. So I'm going to set my fence up a little bit off that bearing and run these pieces through using a push block. Good side down. Now slide that fence back and line that fence and bearing up. Line those 2 up, lock it in, and make your final pass. For your glass panel door, Now these two are gonna come right together to make the front of your frame, and you have that rabbet out of the backside to drop your glass into place. All right, the last profile on our easy set is our cabinet making tongue and groove profile right here. This tongue and groove profile is what you're going to use whenever you have to join a face frame to a side panel or whenever you have to make a 90-degree corner. Our cabinet making tongue and groove set is a matched set of bits again. You always start off with the slot cutting bit. Drop that slot cutter into your router, lock it into place, and install your ring. The thickness of the stock that I'm using to do this is 3/4 of an inch, so I'm going to take that easy set, dial it right back to the star, and then simply dial it right to the 3/4 setting and set the height of that bit. Make sure there's nothing underneath your easy set. You got a nice flat table, and simply raise that bit up to fit inside that groove. Right there's my height. I can simply take my fence, swing it over, drop it into the pivot, straight edge onto that bearing, and lock it down. Here's my side panel. I want to cut that slot in. When you run this through, you got to run your piece through on the edge with the good side out and simply run that through. Right up on the fence. Right there's your slot cut. Now you simply loosen up the fence, swing it out of the way, remove the ring, take out the slot cutter, and drop in the tongue cutter from your set. Just take that tongue cutter, again it's matched, drop it right onto that grommet and lock it. Install the ring and swing the fence over, lining that fence and bearing up. Run your next piece through with the good side down. Up onto the fence. You see those two pieces are going to go right together now to make that corner for your cabinetry. Now remember, when you're using your easy set, to always turn that arrow all the way to the left to where it lines up with that star. The first time you come around, you always read the numbers on the left side. Once you make a full revolution, your easy set is now set up for the thickness on the right side. That's how you use your easy set.